Yeah, let's strum along, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we'll have to wait for it to start over again, but in any event. Well, we'll have to wait for it to start over again. I hear myself there, that's good. Yeah, sorry we're starting out a little late this morning. However, there was a system update that PS4 had to take before I could go on air this morning, so took care of that. So now we're finally getting ready to set our feet on the road, and as you can see, the road has taken us to a very unique place. As you can see, we're in an area that has a lot of coral in it, but in addition to that, we have the ocean above us. The Ruby Sea is currently over our heads, and we're in this protective dome that's actually keeping us dry. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but yeah, this is what we've got to look forward to as we get our third day underway. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Novaura Autism for the start of Day 3 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. We're here with our Warrior of Light, Corinne Loren, who has arrived here in this settlement known as Tamamizu that belongs to the Kojin, which we got to meet one of their members, Soroban, yesterday. And having done so, he gave us some encouragement to seek out his assistance whenever we needed it, and so that was further aided by having the members of the Confederacy telling us to come here to this place. And so now that we have, we're going to seek out the help of Soroban's brethren, the Kojin, and if all goes well, we'll be able to get ourselves further along into the story. So, what do you say we get started? Because yeah, Soroban's here waiting for us to be on our way. And of course, having Skyla alongside me, that means she's also going to be streaming right now at this time. So, let me just go ahead and make the quick link over to her stream. And I will post a link to it for you guys so that you can join us on the ride. And hey there, 10-Minute Wayne and Miguel, good to see you both this morning. So if you would, please click on the link that's been posted in the chat so that you can see the stream from Scott's perspective, and you'll be able to watch the both of us going on this journey together. So, let's go ahead and speak with Soroban to take on the level 62 challenge entitled Of Kojin and Kami. Soroban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? Well, if you must know. That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Very well. So let's follow along with Bunshin, or rather Soroban, to meet with Bunshin, and find out what the elder of these Kojin will be willing to tell us. Because yeah, if Soroban's offering to help us out, we're not going to certainly question it at all. Hello there, sir.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
And as you can see, the elder here wears a samurai kabuto.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
Yep, go ahead there, Alice. Well, actually, we leave the explanations to the Warrior of Light. Because yeah, the Warrior of Light has to get some words in.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
More or less.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something.
From
Yeah, I mean,
far
must be
above,
something.
you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it.
Thank you, sir.
All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how were we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are?
So yeah, word of their knowledge is even around here.
Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
And you declined.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Indeed. So many traitors that associate themselves with the Empire.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
Indeed.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells.
Oh, please tell us.
But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Wow, he really does seem to have Ordon blood in his veins, doesn't Soroban?
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
You don't seem so assured. And hey there, Yami, good to see you this morning. Glad to have you with us. It's like, Yeah, so we gotta speak with Soroban again. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, the most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide by this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wished to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, we were to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that without, you know. Drowning, fear not. There's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells. Damn, try saying that 3 times fast. And a freshly harvested unicube carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I'll see to the shells and these can look after the coral. Kryn, would you go find an unicube and relieve it of its carapace? I believe I can do that. And so away they go. So we gotta go back up to the surface in order to do this task. You know, this requirements, we need to beat up an Unq because they're above ground. That means going back up through the area that you see here, the tunnel that we took all the way down to get to this place. Yeah, as you can see, you're probably wondering, why are we running past them? Well, obviously, it's because they're above ground. We're going past the area where they would be, because we're underground. Hey Jacob, good to see you this morning. Glad to have you with us. Welcome to the stream. So once we get back above ground, we'll be able to find one of these guys. Right over here. Yeah, it's these blue crabs that we're having to beat up to extract a carapace from. Let's take them out as fast as we can. And show them how we roll around here. Whoa! Wait for him to do his AoE thing, then jump in for the kill. Alright, we got it. I think Sculla's going to be a bit of a ways out, so yeah, why don't we help you get a carapace of your own. Oh, you want one over here? Alright. Yeah, any old carapace will do. Just so long as it's off at Unq. Yeah, any old carapace will do in this situation. Yeah, right over here there, Unq. Oh, let me see if I can cancel that out. And I did. Yeah, success. Success on the negation of an AoE. And there we go, he's down. Alright, let's ride back down to... Actually, we don't even need to do that. We could just warp. Yeah, it'd be easier to just warp, to be honest. Well, actually, there was quite a bit there, Jacob. There actually was quite a bit, because we're now in this underwater settlement. And it belongs to a person that we helped out in Doma. Well, I keep wanting to say Doma, but it's not actually Doma, it's Kugane, which is to the east of here. Hey, Sorbonne. Well, have you the Unq carapace? I do, yes. How splendid they are! The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it! I got the ruby coral you wanted! And I have the sea snail shells. Boy, why do they have to make it such a tongue twister? They're about the size of my fists, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's too far large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small.
Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The Shellless of Suino Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first.
Shellless? You mean the Koji not the only ones living under the sea?
Of course not. The Rain have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the Overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual.
And thus, we get ourselves 183,000 experience points. Plus, I will take this. Well, I actually don't know how it works here, Jacob, but yeah, it's like this. It's like there's some sort of magical barrier that allows the water and this settlement to be separated from each other. Plus, now we have a whole bunch of new side quests that we can take on here and around the place. So we're gonna go ahead before we go where Sorbonne wants us to, and we'll take on the various side quests. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them here in and around this area, so we're gonna go ahead and start taking them on. So let's first start with Suzura here for his level 62 challenge entitled Our Most Venerated Ancestor. Suzura watches intently as her companion polishes a shell. You must be terribly bored if you have nothing better to do than stand there and watch us. How about I give you some work? My sister left to clean the cotton kerchiefs we use to polish our shells, but she is slow to return. Might you go and check the shores around the eastern cove to make sure nothing has happened to her? I believe we can do that. We'll take care of it off camera. Or rather in between me using my capture card. Since we can come here back here very easily. Heat of battle. And meet me too. Yes, you can. Let me change that. Yeah, let me see if I can't fix that. Where is the thing? Company credits. Now you can. Yeah, you can. That's not the one we wanted you to buy there, Aika. But we'll let it slide. There's a better version of those. Yeah, there's a better version of those there, Aika. Yeah, it's your first time, you wouldn't have known. But yeah, I guess they'll do for now. And besides, I have the Squadron Battle Manual, which will override that stuff anyway. So let's go ahead and search for Suzura's sister. Here she is.
Madam, please, I do not mean to be rude, but I have not the time to entertain anyone right now. The kerchiefs I was sent to wash were swept away by a strong gust of wind, and I must retrieve them before they are lost forever.
And it's gonna be hard to do a gruff voice while also keeping it high-pitched.
Suzura sent you to look for me. My sister has always been impatient. I must hurry. I do not want to be scolded again. Please, might you assist me in my search? I will inspect the deep seas so you can scour the coast. Let us meet back here once we are finished.
Yeah, for someone like me, it's going to be very difficult to have a deep voice that's also high-pitched. A deep gruff voice that's also going to be high-pitched. It's kind of like polar opposite. So we got to obtain the kerchiefs that she's requested. There's another one over here, right out in the open, in between these three unqueue. I was about to say, how did that one not turn into me and not notice me? But yeah, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Yeah, here comes his friend. Yeah, sometimes it's just better to get stuff killed off first before you even attempt anything so reckless as to try and pick up a key item. Because yeah, it really is foolish to think that you can actually thread the needle and think that the enemies are not going to turn into you as you run by them. The AI can be pretty rough like that. And here's the third one. Alright, so let's get them back to Suzura's sister. So we'll run alongside the coast this time around. And we'll see if the sister is satisfied with what we found. Hello again.
How did your search go?
Like this.
1, 2, 3. That should be everything. Victor Kami, thank you. Your keen eyes have spared my ears another long-winded lecture. I've always come here to launder our kerchiefs because they become much softer when they are dried under the sun. Unfortunately, they have gotten damp, so I have to hang them out again. If you are returning to Tamamizu, please tell my sister I will be just a little bit longer.
I believe we can do that. So let's take Skyla's teleport. Yeah, I know, that's why trying to voice her is going to be so hard, because all the other Kojin we have met have deep voices.
My sister lost the kerchiefs again. Thank you for helping her gather them. You are stirring again. You want to know whose shell we are polishing, I take it. This once belonged to a venerated ancestor of ours who was reckoned a sage among our people. Upon his death, his soul took up residence in his shell. We hang it on the gates to our village that he might continue to keep us safe. After watching over Tamamizo for a few centuries, his soul will eventually depart from this place and he'll be reborn as a kami. To thank him for his years of dedicated service, we regularly take down and polish his shell. For your help, we will ask that he will also protect you. Thank you, madam. And that's another 92,000 experience points for us. And in the meantime, we welcome a new viewer, Future Audio. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Nice to have you with us this morning. Welcome to our channel. Glad to have you with us. So let's move over to this next quest. This is so conveniently close by with Kyoki here, who has a level 62 challenge entitled Not Just Any Banquet. Kyoki appears frazzled. Madam, am I correct to assume you are from the surface? While I am loath to have to ask a favor, especially of a visitor such as yourself, I am afraid I have nowhere left to turn. You see, a couple times a year we will hold a village-wide banquet where each person brings their own signature dish. As I've been charged with organizing the event, attending to the main preparations has left me with little time to collect the necessary ingredients for my food. Nearly everyone has finished making theirs, but I have yet to even begin. Readying the broth takes the longest, so I must start that now. To complete it, however, I need the legs of 2 giant coral shells. Please, might you obtain them for me? They can be found on the coast of Onokoro. Here, take this bait. Giant coral shells are reticent creatures, but the smell of that should be enough to attract them out of hiding. So yeah, we gotta go a long distance to where we need to go. We need to warp back to Onokoro. Hey, that's totally right there, Future. We're glad to have you with us. We hope that you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully if you like it enough, we'll have you come and subscribe to the channel, because we've been doing this as pretty much 3 times a day for the launch week of Stormblood. So this is something we've been doing since Tuesday, and we're still going. This is our 3rd day in a row. And so we have a lot more still to do here in Stormblood. And everything that I'm doing with my character here is all being done in real time. There's no skipping of anything, so you won't be missing anything. Everything will be as you see it. Oh, and Kuna's on this morning now. That's awesome. So yeah, we have to stand in these spots, the purple smoke, and use the rotting fish to bring out the required coral shells. Hello there. Let's take it on and take it down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kuro. Yeah, because last night we welcomed some of Kuroneko's friends to the FC. Alright, then the other one is going to be, by the looks of it, going to be in the tunnel. Yep, there it is. Among other coral shells, so I might as well beat these ones up too. And no reason to leave these things alive while we go after the one that we're required to kill. And let's go get this next one, because yeah, as you can see, he's conveniently standing right in front of the spot we need to be standing in. Yeah, he just so happens to be conveniently there. Killed him off before he got his AoE off. Oh, but now we attracted the attention of this water sprite. And we'll get him down soon enough. There we go. So let's go ahead and throw some fish. And hey, I don't mind at all there, Yami. I mean, it's always nice to welcome new people and their friends.
It has happened before. Okay, so now since we got what we were looking for, time to warp back to Tamamizu. Yeah, I pretty much went off at the same time. Indeed there, Yami. Alright, so let's give this stuff to Kaioki. Oh, you're Canadian, Kuro! I had no idea. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I share those sentiments. Alright, Kaioki. Ah, if I'm not mistaken, that is the piquant scent of coral shell that clings gently to your clothes. Or in this case, armor. Look at the size of these legs. Added to that, the meat inside appears very tender and succulent. Once they are added to the stew and boiled, it will be ready to serve. Truth be told, these banquets are not all about having fun. In fact, some might say it is a silent competition to see who can serve the best food. The individual to bring the most delicious dish is usually awarded the honor of hosting the next one. Thanks to you and these delicious legs you have brought back for me, my victory is all but guaranteed. As is our 91,000 experience points. So, it looks like Skyla went over to get this quest over here from Kefu-san. So we'll go ahead and take his level 62 challenge entitled Treasure Cove. Kefu-san is looking you up and down. However, his back is currently turned. Ah, an adventurer, you're just in time. Tell me, have you ever heard of Treasure Cove? I've heard of Treasure Island and Treasure Planet. According to ancient legend, a Hingan pirate hid the entirety of his fortune away in a firth of the Ruby Sea, the value of which eclipses even the wealth of kings. While it is said no one has ever been able to locate its whereabouts, we think we may have found it. To the south of here is Small Cove. Wherever we draw close to it, the winds begin to pick up and carry the angry cries of a man shouting, "Begone! Begone from here!" No doubt it is the spirit of the pirate who continues to covet his treasures from beyond the grave. That incredulous look. Do you mean to say you do not believe my story? Well, you're more than welcome to go there and verify the veracity of my statement for yourself. If the voice does not scare you away, you might even be able to find the legendary treasure. Well, actually, Yami, we actually do have another British person in our FC, and that's actually, Asia Lionheart is actually in our FC. And she's British. So yeah, we actually have two Brits on our FC. So we actually have to go now to the designated location and use the chat option again. Yeah, is anyone around? You're Japanese. I knew that would, I know you would take a shine at that there, Yami. But yeah, our target here is on the west end of the island. So we gotta go and start taking a turn. And getting back out onto the shore. By blood, no, but in heart, I guess you definitely would feel that way there, Skyla. Alright, we'll run past this fate. And get over to where we are required to be. It's a long way to get around as the sun sets here on the Ruby Sea. Well, thank you for that sentiment there, Future. I don't know if we would necessarily, I guess just out of modesty, I don't know if we would necessarily call ourselves the Perfect Free Company, but we're always looking to have people who just enjoy being with each other and want to help each other out. But yeah, thank you for that sentiment. Okay, so yeah, here's our destination. So once we get here, we have to use the chat to ask, is anyone around here? With a question mark. Be gone! You are scaring all the fish away! The winds have carried to your ears the complaints of an angry Kojin. Why does everyone insist on bothering me so? When I think I am rid of them, they round up their friends and return to harass me some more. Be gone! Be gone with all of you! Take out the quotes, Skyla. You don't need the quotes to make it happen. You can take them out and that'll recognize it. I will never get any fishing done at this rate. Also, yeah, that too. But yeah, you need to be in say and not use quotes. So you got to type it out without the quotes for it to count. Oh. I'll take your teleport, sure. Yep, that's the idea. That's the idea there, Future. Alright, Kefri-san. You mean to say the voice we heard was only that of a Kojin fisherman? How disappointing. I shall be sure to inform the others and tell them to quit bothering the poor soul. While I am sad that it is over, it was fun while it lasted. Should you ever learn anything more of the Pirate King's treasure, do come back to share what you find. Yeah, we don't want to do not, we want to do. Alright, so now we're starting to get side quests done here in Tamamizu. So yeah, there'll still be a few more left for us to do. So I'm just gonna refresh my capture card here in my audio recording software. Yeah, that's very true, Yami, that's very true. There's indeed a lot of validity in that statement. In fact, it's something we were talking about last night. When one of our viewers mentioned that they want to get the new item that allows a person to create a new account and skip a Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward entirely and go directly into Stormblood. Which I'm not that big of a fan of, to be honest. And it turned out a lot of other people also shared my sentiments on that regard. Because, yeah, if you're throwing a person right into it at level 60, having never played the game before and really not knowing how to go about playing it, they're going to be really, like, up the creek without a paddle. And when they get into dungeons, they're going to be, like, they're going to look like they're really out of place, badly. So it's my hope that we never have that be a real serious problem in that regard. So, since Skyla was eyeing one of these guys over here for our next side quest, let's go ahead and take on this one. We'll go speak with Orokozu. So let's go ahead and take on his level 62 challenge entitled The Mysterious Assailant. Orokozu is searching high and low for an experienced fighter. Ah, you are a lady from above and one who appears to be battle-hardened warrior no less. That you should choose this very moment to visit us. It is no coincidence. The other day, one of our younger Kojin was out fishing when he was attacked and seriously injured. He was unable to identify his assailant, but many suspect it might be the doing of a coral shell. Around this time they begin laying eggs and can be very aggressive. I, however, believe it to be something far more sinister than that. The individual I speak of is Tamamizu's most gifted fighter. A mere coral shell will not be able to catch him unawares. The incident took place on the northern shores of the Isle of Beko. Please, might you go there and investigate what could have been behind this? Oh, and Yami, you brought over your original avatar to join us. Well, thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead because we got to go back out onto above ground. And we're going to have to beat stuff up. So let's make our way back towards... Yeah, we go... what's the best way to get out of here? Trying to remind myself of how the map looks, because, yeah, you don't usually end up going to that one side of the map. You're home. Well, I'm glad we've made you feel that way, Yami. And thanks so much for bringing your original avatar to join us. Yeah, plus, on top of that, since you would be unaccustomed to the battle mechanics of the game, you would still need to take the time to practice them and figure them out, how to best set up the right combination that you need for your style of playing the game. Because a level 60 greenhorn, as I said, they would be way in over their heads. So let's get ourselves back out over here to the shore. Try and avoid the Unkyu as much as possible. Okay, our spot's right over here. Alright, so let's check it out. Here's what we got. A trio of Kojin that are from the villainous side, the red side. I'm gonna have to teach them a lesson. And let's show them how we roll around here. Ah, he pacified me. And I got stunned at the same time. Well, we got some unexpected assistance here from Jared here on the left. Thankfully, it's not Jared from Subway. Because, yeah, what the heck would that guy do to his life? Like, he was such a role model and then threw it all away. Alright, back over to Orokozu to get this challenge done. So the Kojin of the Red were the culprits. This is an outrage. While we are by no means on friendly terms, they have never attempted to murder one of our own until now. Then again, perhaps they were not aiming to take his life but were simply looking to steal the ancient rod he was using at the time. It is, after all, one of our most valuable treasures. I must warn the others to take extra precautions when leaving the village with anything that could be considered to be of great worth. Thank you, madam, for your assistance in shedding light upon this most troubling matter. And then that unlocks this quest. Don't worry, it's all good. There's very yummy. I mean, we're still friends with Snow, so don't take it too hard. So let's now speak with Toro with our last side quest for now, with the level 62 challenge entitled Measured Strength. Toro is in need of a pair of strong arms. When you take a look at those brawny arms, you appear to be as strong as me, if not stronger. I would bet all my treasure that you too could kill a flying shark with your bare hands. You will need to talk to the people that are who play as monk for that answer. The other day I purchased this Stone of Vitality from a merchant on the surface. He promised me that wearing it would grant me immense physical might. I've gone out and tested against all manner of wild beasts, but it did not seem to have any effect. Could you give it a try? I suspect there is a trick to making it work that I have not yet figured out myself. Mayhap you can test it against some of the Onkyu to the east of here. These beasts are said to have shells as hard as diamond and are nigh indestructible. Well, they can't be that strong if I can crack them with my lance. Yeah, if I can crack them with my lance, they can't be all that strong. So, back out up to the surface again. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of these quests that we're doing, the side quests, are going to be above the ground, not below the ground. But once we get back to some of the other stuff that we've been doing around here, that'll change. As you can see, there's another side quest that we can do that's going to be over there, and that'll give us access to an Aether Current. But we'll be back for it in a moment. Yeah, I would go after that one fate over there, but as you can see, it's pretty much finished. Yeah, if I had more of an opportunity to go after it, I would have, but simply there was not enough time to do so. So yeah, I guess Scala will go and get some credit for helping out the kill, while I go and crack some Unkyu. 4 of them, to be exact. Yeah, it certainly helps to have some of the fates give you the possibility of an experience bonus. Because yeah, if you get maximum reward out of it, they can be one with the max results on an experience boosted fates can have experience comparable that to completing a main story quest. Well, Scala, what were you thinking coming over and attacking? I was about to say, did you really go out and try and kill that one over there? Well, I've got my 4. I guess you still need yours, though? And I'll hook up with you once you get back to getting your 4th Unkyu. I mean, there's quite a few of them. They can't be that far. Alright, where is our friend? Oh, my first kill did count. Alright. That's rather fortunate to help you out like that. Hey, Toro. Toro! So tell me, adventurer, did the Stone of Vitality work? It did, yes. You could not tell if it had any effect. The merchant did warn me that the stone would do little for those who have already attained true power. Mayhap the both of us are simply too strong to receive any of its benefits. While the thing may have cost me a fortune, I do not regret a single koban I've spent on it. This rock has proven to me that I have what it takes to protect my people and my village, and that I need nothing more than my 2 arms and legs to do it. I shall be keeping the Stone of Vitality as a reminder of that. Thank you for all your help. You've allowed me to come to a very important realization today. Thank you so much. And so another 91,000 experience points. And as far as side quests are concerned, we still have one more. So let's go after the one that is related to getting the ether currents. So yeah, that means once again we must go past Soroban and pursue this one side quest that will give us a little extra reward. Make our way up to the crossroads here. And we'll go ahead and speak with this Slender Kojin. Let's go ahead and take on his level 62 challenge entitled The Sword in the Stone. The Slender Kojin is looking for a woman who is light on her feet.
It is so far away, but I cannot give up just yet.
Yeah, behind you.
Oh, a visitor. My, your footsteps are so light I did not hear you approach. I really could use the assistance of one as nimble as yourself.
Go on. Well, there's the titular sword.
Do you see that sword protruding from that large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it that I may accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must first prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. My comrades give me the advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you perhaps do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get there? Come, let us move up above. I shall observe your life movements from there.
Well, Future, I currently have, and these are on hiatus right now while I'm streaming the main story of Stormblood. I'm currently also streaming the original Kingdom Hearts, the final mixed version, as well as I'm also streaming Neverwinter currently. And then later on this year, I intend to stream Ukulele as well. So yeah, this is my primary streaming game, but I do have others. Okay there, Mr. Kojin.
Do you spy that large plateau jutting out of the cave walls over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it?
So now, you must demonstrate to the Kojin that this feat can be accomplished without the use of any outside help. Should you call upon a mount or fall into the water, you must start over from the beginning. So yeah, there are other ways to get around this problem, but I'm gonna have to wait for the cooldown to expire. Well, as you can see, I have a platform over there I can jump to, and my first target is going to be that shining light. You can use sprint and start jumping. And land in the target.
I too can make it to the plateau, but it is from there that things become tricky. Each step must be taken with calculated precision, or you risk, like me, plummeting into the waters below.
Can I make it? Ah! Yeah, I kind of hurt myself there by letting the text run through. Yeah, that was kind of my own fault. That was my own fault because for the purposes of the story, I had to show off the text for you guys. But yeah, if you can maintain sprint for the duration, you can be able to get that. Alright, cooldown complete. Here we go. Made it.
Ah, so that is how you do it. I shall give it a try.
And then we can fall in. But yeah, sprint is rather essential there. Yeah, having sprint really helps in that challenge. Now, obviously, you're not going to necessarily want to do what I did and just try and gamble to do it all in one go while also running through the text. Alright there, Slender.
I am beyond impressed. You are possessed of an incredible grace. It is clear to me now. One must tense all the muscles in the legs, then push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. You have restored my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer.
And with that, we get 91,000 experience points plus another Aether Currents. There we go. So yeah, we've got everything accomplished, so we can now warp back down to Tamamizu and resume main story. So let's go ahead and reconnect with our little Kojin friend. Yeah, I call him little, but obviously he's a big guy, is Soroban. Alright, time to resume main story quests. Let's speak with Soroban to take on the level 63 challenge entitled In Soroban We Trust. Soroban is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world.
Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual.
Yeah, Lisa's excited, Alice is not so sure. Let's make our way over to the other side of the village. And we'll go ahead and change mounts. Or not change mounts, but change clothes. And we'll go ahead and speak with Alice. He dived into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned. But now let's show you why. Soroban emerges.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
Yeah, we can do this.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
Yeah, close your eyes and relax.
O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine.
So what just happened?
The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Why
Reasonably.
don't we find out?
The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Yeah.
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Ouch.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Yes, let us indeed. Yeah, going in head first. Thanks for saying that there, Scala. So, as you can see, yeah, we can now swim underwater.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Yeah, we can now do that together. All we need now is a blitz ball.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
And so, blowing on its horn, we represent the Exodus server there, Roland's Norello. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Nice to welcome you to the channel. I'm glad to have you with us this morning.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Touché.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
Yeah, but these ones are docile there, Jacob. We can ride these
We'll find
ones.
that treasure in no time. Come on!
Yeah, let's hitch a ride on this ray here. Yeah, we gotta catch up with the girls. So now diving is unlocked. Owing to Sorbonne's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. So if you ever wanted to play a game of blitzball, you can do that. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Sui no Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press circle. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Sorbonne and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. Yeah, we can ride this one, but for some reason they have not officially given it to us as a mount yet. Even though we can ride this one to the next settlement over, which is actually not all that far, these rays have not yet been officially given to us as mounts. Let's go ahead and launch ourselves into this new settlement here, Sui no Sato. And dismount from the ray, and we'll speak with Lise again. This must be Sui no Sato, the rain village Sorbonne told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us finding the Kojin's missing jewel. And so, another 191,000 experience points to us. And you may now perform underwater emotes. So yeah, we're now in this brand new area. But yeah, if you're wondering what the heck is a rain, well, you're about to find out. If you're not familiar enough with the game, we're gonna show you in just a moment. Just let my audio recording reset here. Hey there, Sally. Good to see you this morning. Glad to have you with us. Actually, it was over there, Sally, but it's a new day now, so we just started the new stream about an hour ago. Yeah, Now that you mention it there, Rollins, it kind of does. Because, yeah, you did have to fight quite a few Rays in the initial part of the Void Arc, including one as your initial boss. So, yeah, now that you mention it, but yeah, these Rays are nice. These are on our side. They won't hurt us. Wow, that wasn't long. Wait, so what were you doing then there, Sally? Were you doing like an end of school exam or something? Or did you have another commitment? We'll find out as I get my capture card started again. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead now and continue on here in Suino Sato by speaking with Lise for the level 63 challenge entitled Forever and Ever Apart. Lise would not delay in beginning the search for the Yatsukani no Magatama. If this is Suino Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. What makes you say that? Well, why don't we try and find this Shiosai and find out. But yeah, if you want to know what a rain is, that will be these people. The Aura. One of the two races of the Aura that you can get. The Rain are distinguishable from their other clan, the Zela, because of their dragon horns and tails and scales, which are white, while the Zela have black horns, scales, and tails. So yeah, that's how you can tell the two apart. In fact, I showed off in the level 60 White Mage challenge that your main antagonist in those challenges for the White Mage in Heaven's Ward is a Zela version of the Aura. So let's search around the area and try and find this Shiosai. Our person of interest is right over here. And this big, tall male Aura. That would be Dragoon there, Rollins. Hello there. So this is our man?
Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise and these are my friends Corinne and Alice. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it?
The Kojin of the Brew sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai.
So you are the man we're looking for. Great! We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yatsukani no...
Stop, I don't hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters.
And he comes with a little mole friend.
Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return.
At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Yeah, he has to ponder this.
Suino Sato is our sanctuary. We are under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, Sovereign of Shisui. We reign, enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would not take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be.
Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise.
You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me.
Thank you for your time, sir.
So yeah, it's like, what do we do now?
He sounds like Elsa from Frozen because he says leave so much. Isn't that exactly... That's not exactly the best example there, Loli. Or Sally, I guess. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly Gyrobonia is not the only place with wolves. I'm starting to wonder if this is all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. So I'll take 191,000 experience points plus choice of weapon. Of course, I prefer my lance as a dragoon, to answer your question there, Rollins. But yeah, dragoon is my main. And because we're curious about the plight of Gosetsu after he willingly allowed himself to be apprehended by the Guardian Empire, yeah, we're going back to Isari to see what has become of him. And it's pretty much letting Grenwat beat the crap out of him. And when you're heavily armored like he is, it's really even more painful.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Ouch.
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Yeah, curb stomp.
Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Yeah, and watch where you aim that camera.
My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you.
Spoken like a true Guardian.
But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head.
Uh-oh. Not referring to Yugiri, are you?
Poor, poor Lord Kayan. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death?
Yeah, she likes to mess with your head, doesn't she?
Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
And obviously you don't think highly of
I
it.
do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me.
But you couldn't be more different.
So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Dorma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Messing with her.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Like, why do I have to do this?
Bloody stupid. Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
And so, back to beating up Kosetsu. Much to the chagrin and dismay of the people of Isari. We've already had to see 2 of their own be shot to death. So, since we now have new side quests for us to take on in and around Suino Sato, why don't we go ahead and start taking them on? Might as well go around the circle, because why not? And if you were watching last night, the first person we're going to take a quest from may be familiar to you. We helped out this sapphire-haired girl in a quest last night, and so now we're actually going to take a quest from her this time around. So let's start with the level 63 challenge entitled Fear Her Almighty Waves. The sapphire-haired girl is delighted to see you again.
Oh, I thought I recognized you. Perhaps you remember me too? I am the girl you saved from the short jellyfish in Onokoro. Do not tell me you're surprised to learn I am from Suino Sato. While it is true that we rarely stray from our small underwater village, we do occasionally go out to collect food. The day you rescued me, I had left to do just that, but before I could harvest the mozoku I so dearly needed, I was ambushed by those awful creatures. I still have yet to recover from the injuries I sustained, and was hoping you could help me one last time. Please, might you gather 4 clumps of mozoku and bring them back to me?
Alright, we can do that. So doing so means we're going to go back out into the water. Now where is the nearest exit portal? We can take this one over here. So that means jumping back into the water. Well, she looks scary because she is scary there, Jacob. She is
one of the people who runs things in and around Doma, and she has a real way of messing with people. Yeah, for those who watched, if I remember it was yesterday afternoon, she showed off just how ruthless she can be. Alright, so we want to start extracting Mozoku here. Now, while you're underwater, I should point out this out. While you're underwater, you will never be attacked. You'll never be attacked when you're underwater. So don't worry about it all that much. Yeah, you're free to swim around as much as you want and invoke your inner Titus. Or Titus. Yeah, I was corrected on that after all these years, because for the longest time I always thought it was Titus because of the fact that there's an American comic who had his own sitcom in the 90s whose name is Christopher Titus. And while the spelling may be just a little different, to me it looked like it was exactly the same. So I always thought, okay, the lead character in Final Fantasy X's name is Titus. And so for 15 years, that's exactly what I called him. Even though everyone tried to convince me differently, I was like, no, there's a stand-up comedian who had a sitcom in the 90s whose last name is spelled similarly to that of the lead character in Final Fantasy X. And so I always thought that was how the name was pronounced. Well, I think Skyla's trying to point me in the correct direction. Yeah, she actually found this stuff before I did. Good job there, Skyla. So yeah, for 15 years I was always calling him Titus, and then I was finally corrected through playing World of Final Fantasy, which, by the way, I've still yet to finish because I still don't understand what I missed that I could have done wrong to not force the final quest to be made available to you to get to endgame. That knowledge is still eluding me. So yeah, if there's any of you guys who are into World of Final Fantasy and have played it and beaten it, if you could, like, watch my content from the game that I recorded and let me know what I've missed to help me finally beat World of Final Fantasy, that would be greatly appreciated, because I've gotten so far and I've gotten into the epilogue, and it pains me to know that if I don't understand where I've gone wrong, I'll never be able to finish the game. Alright there, young lady.
Your return! Does it mean you brought me my Mozoku?
I have, yes.
Oh, thank you. This seaweed is a very important part of our diet, and I know not what I would have done had you not agreed to correct it for me. Until now, I have never been stung while gathering Mozoku. I suppose I've only myself to blame. I should not have allowed myself to be distracted by the glittering skills of the fish that swam by. If only we had fields like those upon the surface, we could mitigate such risks. Sorry, we are a small village and spaceless farming is something we can scarce afford. While the sea is bountiful and full of riches, unlike you, she only bestows her blessings upon those who hold her in awe. It was arrogant of me to forget to fear her mighty waves. I, however, remain thankful for the ordeal because it reminded me of something very important and allowed me to make a wonderful new friend. Please take this gift.
Which includes 95,000 experience points. And hey there, Son of Zero, good to see you this morning. Glad to have you with us. Welcome to the stream. So, next up and close by is Mozu. Let's go ahead and take on her level 63 side quest entitled The Fight for Survival. Mozu is glancing around nervously.
Oh my, you must be from the surface. Normally I would avoid associating with anyone of your ilk, but we are in desperate need of outside help. You see, 2 warm spring Kasane have made their way into the Anemone Gardens. Some of the men in our village went to dispatch of them, but because they are unused to fighting on land, none of them survived the encounter. If we do not manage to kill them off soon, they will end up consuming all of the available food there. Please, you must get rid of them for us.
Alright. So while I'm on my way there, I will remind you guys that Scala, who's playing as Lady Cynthia here as we're teaming up, is also doing a stream of this game right now and is playing alongside me. So please click on the link I posted in the chat so that you can see the stream from her perspective, and click on the link there, support her, like the stream, subscribe, and help her out. We would both very greatly appreciate it. So yeah, it's not all that far to get to our intended destination. Well, once we get into the Anemone Gardens, we're going to need to fight. Yeah, let's go and give a hand, even though I am in not the best position right now, given that we're both around half of our health. Oh, the enemy ran away. I guess it was pulled away far enough. But yeah, we have to go out and kill off 2 Wormspring Gossamer, which is those 2 things over there. But we're gonna have to fight off these Umami for them anyway. And he brought his friend, conveniently. Oh, don't leave me hanging too long. Don't leave me hanging down too long, Scala. Get this one dead. Alright, there we go. Got one down. Probably some of my Chogo once I'm done with this kill. Unless he kills me first, of course. Hopefully it will not come to that. There we go. Got it. Yeah, let's send my Chocobo into battle. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, we still have to fight through bad guys. Wait a minute. Why is the water sprite fighting? It's supposed to be docile. What's going on there? That makes no sense. Well, I didn't want to have to do this water sprite, but you forced my hand. Yeah, you forced my hand, dude. Feel the full fury of my full thrust! Hopefully before I don't die! Shit! Save me, my Chocobo! Save me! Save me, my Chocobo! Save me! And this was not in the script? This was not in the script at all! Oh... Yeah, that was a bit close. Well, at least I carved the path for us. And now we can take on these 2 Gossamer. He's like, why did the water sprite attack? We didn't inflict any damage on him. Because yeah, when an enemy has a blue icon next to it, it's supposed to be docile. It's not supposed to be feral. See, I don't know what the heck happened there. But I almost ended up dying. So yeah, let's go ahead and follow Nimbus. Oh great, now they're coming back. Now they're coming back. Yeah, they've been given enough time to respawn here. Back in the water. Okay, Yami. We'll probably be going for another hour and a half or so at least, so we'll hopefully still be on the air by the time you come back. So back into Suino Sato. And we'll give the good news to Mozu. Hello again.
You defeated them. Thank you so very much. You have saved us from starvation. The seaweed and mollusks there are one of our main sources of food. Umami especially are very nutritious, and without them we will not be able to sustain ourselves. Unfortunately, they also happen to be one of the Wormspring Grassame's favorite things to snack on. Had you not trained them when you did, we would have been in dire straits. What is worse is that these vicious beasts seem to be growing stronger, something possibly owing to increasing number of eruptions from Hell's Rid. You are incredibly strong, but you best also take care when dealing with these beasts in the future.
And so, another 95,000 experience to us. And we'll continue on right on to, conveniently, this next quest. From Mahiwa. Let's go ahead and take on her level 63 challenge entitled The Bond Between Brothers. Mahiwa appears troubled.
We, the Rayan, left the surface long ago that we might forge ourselves a peaceful life under the sea. Maintaining such serenity, however, is not always that easy. My two sons can attest to that. From the crack of dawn until dusk they fight. Lately, things have started to escalate, and they have begun to trouble the entire village with their spats. I have scolded them on multiple occasions, telling them that such disturbing behavior is unacceptable. They, however, still refuse to listen. Perhaps you can try having a word with them? You can start with my eldest son. He should be over by the racks of dry fish. If he attempts to start a fight with you when you approach him, I suggest you start with a resounding "huh." That should stop him.
So yeah, we now gotta use emotes again. And we gotta use the "huh" emote in order to elicit their attention. Then we gotta speak with Mahiwa's eldest son first. Hey you. What are you doing? Hey. You saw what I was trying to do. Oh, really?
What do you want? Stop wasting my time. Hurry up and say whatever it is you come to say.
Okay, now we use the emote on him.
Huh? What do you think it you thought to take such a lofty tone with me? Or if it's a fight you want, it is a fight you will get. But perhaps this is not what Mother meant when she said I had an unpleasant attitude. Now that I think on it, I have done to my brother just what you did to me. Maybe it's what's caused our constant brawls. I understand now. Thank you, madam, and my apologies for trying to fight you. If you happen to see my brother, please tell him I am sorry.
And see how away he goes. Now we gotta deal with the younger son. Who's gonna be on the far opposite side. Before we go any further, I should probably point out that because they are younger Aura, they have smaller horns currently and logically smaller tails. Hey you.
You came to tell me my brother says he's sorry? I do not believe you.
I'm sorry to hear that. So yeah, what's up with that, dude?
What did you... You did that because I seem grumpy? No, you misunderstand. Mother also comments that I seem sullen. I am not. I simply do not have much to say. Perhaps my brother has also been mistaking my silence for anger, and that's why he shouts at me. I must go and sort this out with him. Thank you, madam. You have made me realize how important it is to let others know what I am thinking. I shall go find my brother now.
Well, mission accomplished over there. But yeah, if only all spats could be resolved so easily. Yeah, if only they could all be resolved that easily. Sadly, that's not a luxury we can afford in this world. Yeah, too much resentment and animosity between people these days. Okay, Mahiwa.
Perhaps now that we're able to find a way to reconcile the differences. Thank you. Until you came along, I was at a loss as what to do. By nature, we avoid using any harsh word or actions. As such, most of what I have to say is easily brushed aside by my children. You, however, have gotten through to them where I could not. Now the people of the village need not be disturbed by the angry shots any longer. Please accept this gift as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you. Another 95,000 experience points to us. It looks like Scott is all ready to take on the next side quest from this gentleman over here by the name of Seizao. Let's go ahead and take on his level 63 challenge entitled An Unforgettable Taste. Seizao needs the help of a woman with sharp eyes and quick reflexes.
If your sun-kissed skin is any indication, you have come here from the world above. Sadly for you, we are an extremely tight-knit and self-sufficient community, and do not have any work for outsiders. Wait, perhaps it is not necessarily true. I have just thought of a task only one of your kind will be able to carry out. Tell me, are you any good at hunting birds? Very good. In that case, I would like for you to bring me back the breast meat of 3 ruby hornbills.
Yeah, which means we gotta go back out into the world and we gotta go above water. So we'll go ahead and make our path over to this portal. I'm gonna go ahead and get ourselves out into the sea. Thank you for that, Rollins. I appreciate it. I'm a Mizu. Actually, good idea, Skyla. Good idea. Yeah, that was good thinking. That's why I'm glad I have you by my side. Yeah, we're gonna have to go out and fight stuff again. Might as well go and change it into my armor while I'm riding, so that my HP has enough time to get back to max. Hang alright, and head back up. And find ourselves some ruby hornbills. Yeah, you wonder if they would serve something like this at a Ruby Tuesday, which we don't have in Canada, but I've heard good things about. I mean, heck, if they're willing to give us places like Carl's Jr. and Jersey Mike's, surely they would give us something like a Ruby Tuesday at some point. In fact, we don't even have TGI Fridays up here, and that's what's really shocking, because it seems like TGI Fridays is like a really popular place. It's a really popular chain in America, but we don't have them in Canada. Like it is treated at times like a sports bar, and they did recently, a number of years ago, bring up Buffalo Wild Wings up to Canada, and there's one in the neighboring city from where I live. But yeah, shockingly, even though we've been getting a number of Buffalo Wild Wings up here, we don't have any TGI Fridays. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Like, it makes no sense. How can that be something that is what it is? And so it looks like we're gonna have to go around, yeah, because we don't want to fall down. And running is a good idea too. Alright, Ruby Hornbill, let's get it. Let's get it on, let's take you out. Yeah, weaken you a little bit while strengthening ourselves at the same time. And down, you're dead. Let's go ahead and warp back to Tamamizu. And from there we can take the portal back, of course, back over to Suino Sato. Oh, is that the case there, Rollins? Alright. Yeah, it seems like US really wants to bring their restaurant chains on with quite a number of them in recent years. And if you hear any loud banging outside, I think one of the superintendents in my apartment is doing some sort of renovation. So my apologies if that picks up on the mic. Now we gotta get this over to Sazal and let him enjoy this ruby hornbill. And see if it is to his liking. Hey there, Sazal.
Do you have what I asked for?
I do, yes. There you go.
These cuts you have brought me are beautiful. Excellent work. I have for far too long craved a taste of bird meat. You see, many years ago, a cage fell from a ship passing above. Within it was a bird. The moment its flesh touched my ribs, I knew no food, however fine, could compare. We receive so few visitors on the surface that it is next to impossible to procure such meat, or any meat at all, in fact. All the Koji merchants ever bring is seafood. Before you go, I have one question for you. If I'm not mistaken, birds have appendages that allow them to soar the skies. You look as though you can fly, so how is it that you are able to capture these magnificent winged creatures?
You really want to know?
You anger them, and when they come to attack you, you pounce. You people from the land are ferocious rot. Slowly I come to understand the decision my ancestors made to seek refuge in the seas. Anirudh, thank you for bringing me my meat. My siblings and I shall feast tonight.
And so we'll get another 95,000 experience points out of that one. So yeah, as you can see, we've already cleared out quite a number of side quests here in Suino Sato, so I'm going to make a quick run to get a drink of water because my throat is getting a little raspy from using the deep voice so much this morning, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright. Oh, I mentioned that it was, there's some maintenance going on in a nearby apartment, so my apologies if that's picking up on my mic there. But yeah, I'm okay, don't worry. In the meantime, we welcome Viral Gaming to the channel. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Nice to have you at the channel. Glad to have you with us today. So, what do you say we get back on track here, because there's still a few more side quests we can take on. The one here with the blue, we're going to save this one for last, because this one is of particular importance. But before we continue on, why don't we go ahead and speak with Mine for her level 63 challenge entitled The Core of Life. Mine sniffs the air, a delicate smile on her face.
Vatsinta, the smell of the sun in the skies lingers upon you. Truly it is a wonderful aroma. Might I ask you for a favor? There is something that I need from the surface. I shall of course compensate you for your troubles. I would like for you to bring me back 3 water sprite cores which can be obtained from the upper at Hell's Reed. They might appear frail, but do not let that fool you. They are by no means easy to defeat.
Yes, this we know all too well. So since combat will be required, let's head down out. You want us to go south, so we'll go south. Actually, I didn't need to suit up in armor just yet. That will come in due time. Yeah, besides, I don't want my armor to rust. We are in salt water after all. Yeah, this is where we make our way in order to find the water cores that we require. In fact, it might be in my best interest to, yes, get to the surface here. Because we're going to need to get out to the water in order to be able to fight stuff. Yeah, here we are, right about near the volcano known as Hell's Lid. So let's make our way back out of the water and change over quick, because Scarlet's got the jump on us. Now we're fighting these wacky things. It's like part person, part coral. Yeah, and it's getting cast back to the sea. Let's pursue this one next. Oh, they're gonna come together. Yeah, sometimes you can tell when something like this is gonna happen. Oh, okay. Take this! Haha! Gears Cole gonna kill it off. Now let's take him out. There we go. So now to take the warp back to Tamamizu so that we can get back to Suino Sato. So is this going to be your first experience with playing Final Fantasy XIV there, Viral? Or did you just recently purchase some Stormblood itself and you've played the other parts of Final Fantasy XIV before? We'll get your answer as we make the way back out to Suino Sato. No, I'm not playing as tank. I'm playing as Dragoon, which is one of the DPS classes. Although I do have a level 60 tank. That I do have. Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump back into the portal. Are you gonna go with healer? Alright. Well, the game can always use some more good healers. Those are always in supply and demand. Alright, Mine?
Ah, you are back. I trust you were able to obtain what I requested?
I have, yes. Here you go.
Fantastic! Now we have no need to worry about drinking water for some time to come. Though we have been here for generations, we are still unable to consume seawater. These will allow us to remove the brine and turn it into fresh water. Normally, we sent the strongest men from our village to procure the water sprite cores, but the Kojin of the Red have become suspiciously territorial of late. It has made approaching Hell's Rid extremely difficult for us. Thank you very much for your help. We would not be able to survive without the sprite cores you brought back to us. As promised, here is your reward.
95,000 experience points and 600 gil. Now, conveniently right next door here is Kagero. Let's take his level 63 challenge entitled All Good Deeds. Kagero is curious to talk with an individual not from Suino Sato.
Hello, madam. Am I too correct to assume that you are from the surface? Outside of the Kojin, we do not receive too many visitors. Then again, it is already to be expected. We live at the bottom of the sea after all. Long ago, in exchange for the treasures we gave them, the Kojin taught us our ancestors the secret to living in this great expanse of water.
which, as you saw that female Aura do, just phased through a door.
We have resided here since as their neighbors. They are very kind-hearted and clever people who love collecting rare items. It would greatly benefit you to befriend them. Ah, one moment. Something is coming to me. Yes, I know. If you were to wipe out some of the Awaki growing around the village, they are sure to be extremely pleased. About 6 should get you in their good graces.
6 of them, huh? And we gotta go out that way. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, like extermination. Are we gonna have to fight things? Well, thankfully we don't. But we're gonna be... we're not gonna be killing stuff, but we are going to be removing stuff. That's why we're going to jump into the portal here. And see if we can't find ourselves these 6 Awahaki. Now these things are going to be a bit of a pain to find because they're in some tricky spots. Yes indeed. So, yeah, the Awahaki are these things. This stuff that's like a piece of like a sea creature that's just belching out really bad gas. And we gotta remove 6 of them from the sea floor. So yeah, anywhere where you see glowing jets of gas, that's where we gotta remove this stuff. Thankfully it doesn't sting you at all. Then one over here. Okay there, Sally. Thanks for coming to join us this morning now and afternoon now. So, yeah, thanks much for coming. We'll hopefully see you later. Oh, you went big, didn't you, Viral? So now we got the 3 Awahaki gone there. Now we gotta go the other side. I get myself around in order to open up the next spot. Yeah, this guy has already left a mark for me to show me where the 3 other Awahaki are. And that's what you call a good friend, or in my case, a good girlfriend. To be so helpful like that. And then... somewhere down here, I think? Yep. Get this Awahaki taken out. And finally one more. There you are. Go to this one and we're all good. Let's take the good news back to Kagero. And thankfully this portal is nice and conveniently close by. Nice how that works out, doesn't it? Alright, making our way back to Kagero. So give him the good news. Hello. You have exterminated the Awahaki. Good work. The Kojin will be absolutely delighted to hear it. You see, they primarily use strike rays for transportation and to deliver goods. The beasts, however, are so terrified of the bubbles that stream from those plants that upon seeing them they will buck off whoever or whatever they are carrying. I shall inform them of all that you have done for them later. For now, please allow me to present you with your reward. See, aren't you happy you helped? Indeed I am. Yeah, and it's not just my girlfriend who plays along with me, but her sister also plays as well. So yeah, we have one last side quest here before we get the blue one. So let's speak with little Sayo here for the level 63 challenge entitled A Daughter's Love. Sayo stares at you with wide, hopeful eyes.
Miss, you're an adult, right? Mother tells me I'm still too young to venture far from home, but there is something that I really need. Lately, Mother has not been feeling well. I thought making her a hairpin might help cheer her up, but I have no coral. Please, will you bring me 3 the prettiest, well-dressed coral you can find? If you do not know where to search for them, you should ask Tosetsu. He will be able to tell you.
Yeah, we gotta ask Tosetsu for recommendations on where to find the coral that's being requested. Hello there, sir.
Certainly, I can tell you where the red coral grows. But first, you must answer me this. Why do you want to know?
Because I'm helping out a little girl.
You're gathering them for sale, that she might make a hairpin for her mother. In that case, the most vibrant fields are located near Shisui of the violet tides. The crystals of the turquoise trench purify all of the surrounding waters, making the coral the most beautiful in the 5 seas. It is said that those of crimson hue protect the women who wear them from coming to any harm. Good luck, madam. I hope you can manage to make that little girl's day.
I hope you're right about that. So yeah, for this quest, we're actually going to be going out quite a bit of distance because where we're going is actually a bit of foreshadowing. Yeah, where we're gonna go is actually gonna be a bit of foreshadowing. In fact, the best way to know where you're going is to follow these. Yeah, see these, well, whatever these are called, or whatever they're supposed to be, they're actually guiding you to where we're going to be going. That's going to be our inevitable next destination. Actually, hold on, am I... Actually, no, I think I may have erred here. Because, yeah, we can't go anywhere other than up, and I actually don't want to go this way. Not yet, at least. Yeah, we do want to go here eventually, but this isn't quite where I had in mind. And that's not quite what I had in mind. But then again, when you have an arrow that points to a certain direction, like... It's not necessarily going to help you all that much. These days I have there, Rollins. I didn't start doing so until patch 3.2 of the first expansion, Heaven's Ward. That was when I started streaming all my main story content live to people. And I've just been doing it that way since. And then, since I'm using my capture card, I can put it into blocks for people so they can watch whatever they want, whenever they want, without having to skim through a whole bunch of the hours-long streaming to find out what they needed to see. So now we want to start going all the way down. We want to take this all the way down. We're really going deep now. In fact, under normal circumstances, this would crush your body. But thankfully, thanks to the blessing of the Kojin, that's not going to be an issue. Yeah, under normal circumstances, this would just absolutely crush your body. And there's another over here. Good thing Scarlett's taken the lead on this. So while I'm picking this stuff, speaking of Skyla, if you could, if you have not yet done so, click on the link that I posted in the chat to check out the stream from her perspective. And please support her stream as well. Give her a like, subscribe to her channel, and help support her as you would me. Alright, so we got our coral, so let's warp back to Tamamizu so that we can go back to Suino Sato. Yeah, because we're doing so much streaming of Stormblood for the story content, I'm showing off everything live. Yeah, I've taken the week off of work to do this for you guys. And so I'm going to keep streaming 3 times a day up to and including Sunday. And then once we get to Monday, we'll go back to streaming nightly. Because back, of course, on Monday, I got to go back to work. So let's make our way back into Suinosato upon my swimming, glowing horse. So back onto dry land, and we'll speak with Sayo again. Hello there.
Were you able to find my coral?
I have, yes.
Oh, thank you so much, miss. These are the best and brightest ones I've ever seen. Oh, and I found out earlier that mother was actually not sick. She's going to have a baby and I'm going to be a big sister. I am thinking instead to use these to make 2 hairpins. One for my mother and another for my new baby sister. These red coral are sure to keep them safe forever and ever.
And with that, yeah, how's that for a high note? Not only a daughter's love, but a sister's love too. You work at a nursing home? My work right now is in an archive. That's where I currently work. But I also do a lot of volunteer stuff too. So, since we've taken care of all the other side quests here in Suinosato, there's only one left, and it's this one. And this one has a special attachment to it. Let's go ahead and speak with Kurenai here for the level 63 challenge entitled The Palace of Lost Souls. Kurenai is staring intently at you.
You are a woman from above.
Indeed I am.
I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks of strength and courage few possess. I've been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's wife currently hangs in the Barrens.
Oh, really?
A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation which he muttered, however, instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and the souls of our nearby guards. Shisurai immediately evacuated everyone, and has since barred any entry to the exit of Paris. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have sealed Shisui of the Violet Tides away in a dome of water to prevent any of the wraiths from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shisurai grows more concerned by the hour that we must destroy the dome, and everyone is in it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, rend unto you me, O might. Please, find a way to save her.
So, we'll say that she's kept from danger.
Thank you. Truly I don't know what I would have done without you if you had said no. Now please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we'll all regret.
Very well. So away she goes. Which means we'll get the chance to speak with Shiosai again. And just remember the closest way to get to him. I cut the corner I can. Oh, here's the staircase. I think we're going around to possibly land on him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, here we go. Alright, Shiosai. You all. You know who I am. Yeah, Isobe knows who we are.
Princess, what brings you here? Well, let's explain ourselves. My Grace, you must realize how incredibly dangerous this was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. Yeah, the big shocked look on his face.
What other choice did I have? Shiosai, you and I both know the dome is about to shatter. Would you have me sooner sacrifice my sister than turn to outside help?
And you thought this woman has some hidden power, capable of delivering Suino Soto from untold disaster? You clearly don't know who I am, do you? That's what happens when you lead a sheltered life.
I realize it is not in your nature to ask for help, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this woman's aid.
Yeah, he has to think about this. You are right, Princess. Very well, I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue Her Highness. If she fails, however, as my duty requires of me, I shall be relinquishing my own life to bring down the dome, along with everything in it. Wow. Let's hope it doesn't go that far. Remember, my Grace, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Well, we understand the ramifications of what's going on. Yeah, we'll do the dungeon and then we'll call it off for a while there, Skyla. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui the Violet Tides unharmed. I presume you're aware of where it is located? Yeah, we just came from there.
Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you.
Go ahead.
I was not entirely truthful in everything I've told you.
What? Well, it's not the first time we've been told a white lie.
It affects nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight when this is all over. Forgive me. If there was something I could tell you now, I would.
Alright. Yeah. What are you hiding from us there, Kurenai? But yeah, let's get to the dungeon, play it, and then we will take a break for a couple of hours. Yeah, don't worry, I had timed this so that I knew exactly when we would stop for lunch. But yeah, as I mentioned, the place we're going to is actually a dungeon. So we gotta make our way there right now. Let's go and make our way there right now. Winding our way through the coral in order to get to our intended destination. Which means we're gonna go deep underwater once again and back into the turquoise trench. Yeah, shine your light there, Kirin, my steed. And lead us down into the depths below. As you can tell, we're going pretty deep right now. So yeah, we can start seeing lights, which is good. Tells me we're getting closer. But yeah, you can see how the wings glisten in this dark water here. So we gotta get down towards the surface, or rather the seafloor. So yeah, there's Kurenai right here at the spot where we need to be.
These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Corinne. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however, indirectly has been tormenting him. Now there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it.
And so now we have access to our first side dungeon in Stormblood, Shisui of the Violet Tides. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick repair back in Tamamizu, and while we're doing that, I guess Skyla, you can go ahead and get us into the Duty Finder. I don't need that there, thanks. There we go. Now we're all ready for departure, I guess. So yeah, my audio recorder just needs to normalize here, and then we're ready to go. But yeah, whenever you're ready. 24 minutes, oh boy. It might be a little long. Maybe there's someone on the link shell we know who can come help us out. Oh wow. Someone's already made it to level 70 as a tank. And Kuna has a 64 healer, but we don't know if she's gotten access to this place yet. Yeah, let's see if we can get some assistance. I'll put it in the link shell as well as the FC chat. Yeah, hopefully it won't take us over 20 minutes to get a group. While we're waiting as well, also once again remind you guys to check out the stream from Scott's perspective if you would. Click on the link if you have not yet done so, and please like what she's got going and subscribe to her channel. Already, Lynette? Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, maybe there's also a group and party finder, because some of these people are doing duty finders. This group's already got something going on, but they already got what they need as far as DPS is concerned. But yeah, hey there, Lynette. Good to have you with us this afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, hopefully it won't take too long. And honestly, I'm actually hoping for a quick clear, because I'm awaiting someone's call after 1 o'clock. That's very important. Oh, Kuro doesn't have it yet? Oh no, it's at 62, and meaning as Red Mage. And Aika's maining on her Bard right now, which is at 65. Yeah, it does there, Rollins. But yeah, lots of stuff has been overhauled. Yeah, well, we do have a few options. Oh, KV came back into the game. But yeah, if we could get Alexander out of cutscene, we could ask him to tank for us. And I don't know if Kuna has been able to unlock Shisui yet. Let me find out if Kuna can heal for us. Well, I didn't know you could make an emote like that. But then again, pretty much any inanimate object these days can be made into an emote. Even poop. Not yet? Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead and play Suzura in a game of Triple Triad while we're waiting. Oh, you did? Well, maybe we can encourage you to come over and play it and do it with us. Okay, for first sudden death, huh? So I need to go with my low deck. But yeah, that's a lot of rules. It's up to me to open. Ah, well played. This is gonna possibly cost me, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Oh, great! Damn plus rule. I hate it. I hate the plus rule. But yet I still won. Oh, I got triple team 3, alright. Yeah, go me. That was my... which achievement is that? That's beat 41 people at Triple Triad. And that gets me the Horsefont card. Yeah, since we have so much time on our hands, why don't we go ahead and get it? Let's make a run back to Gridania to pick up that card. Yeah, I had no idea that I needed just one more kill in order to... or one more win in Triple Triad in order to unlock that for Corinne. So let's make our way over to Miketo's Amphitheater. Yeah, we haven't done anything in Gridania in terms of the storyline to this point. Like, really, the only time we've ever set foot in the Black Shroud in this game at all was to gain access to Castrum Orient. Oh, what? Well, you won't get any complaints from me. Unless the tank doesn't show up. Then we'll have complaints. Come on, tank. don't be one of those tanks. Alright, good. So yeah, we'll have to pick up the card later. But now it's time for our first side dungeon in Stormblood, Shisui of the Violet Tides. This underwater haven serves as our next dungeon because, yeah, it's been overrun by feral opponents. Thanks to some piece of crap who decided to corrupt the place. And so now we gotta save it and the Ruby Princess from destruction. Well, you better hope that your gear holds out then, there, tank. Will it hold? Yeah, we're gonna need to find out if it's gonna survive. Yeah, our success will hinge on a weakened tank. All right side is broken. Oh, wow. That would explain why his HP is so low. Yeah, this tank is gonna be in for a ride. So yeah, we're handicapped before we even started. We're freaking handicapped before we even started. Yeah, this cannot go well for us, I fear. We're getting 16,000 points off a kill. No, because we're in a dungeon there, healer. Yeah, I kind of can't do that. But yeah, how do you allow your gear to fall that far into disrepair? How do you do that? No, don't bother. Because yeah, then we need to get a replacement tank. Yeah, don't bother, because then we're going to need to get a replacement tank, and then we'll have to go, and if one doesn't show up, we'll need to do this all over again. Yeah, I'm going to try and encourage them to stick around, and try and tough it out, or maybe not. I don't know if that's the tank's fault or the healer's fault. It's hard to tell. Yeah, can we really pin that on the tank, or is the healer to blame? Yep, healer takes account and takes responsibility. In fact, the tank is in danger of dying again. Yeah, just heal, little lady. Just heal. Heal, girl. Heal. The geyser's about to erupt, they say. Well, are you gonna be allowed, though? Yeah. One of the dangers that could happen when you go after a treasure chest. But yeah, we can see his stats are changing. So yeah, now he's getting it over 30,000. Yeah, it's probably not even down that much. Yeah, he probably held on to the side gear that he's been collecting through quests, I think. So yeah, he has his 260, he has his 270s on the left, and he's got 260s and 270s down there, including a 180. Holy cow, how are you holding on to a 180? You got those at the end of the main story in Heaven's Ward, and the initial main story, from getting tomestones of law. Holy cow. That's nuts. And let's offer a little battle lineage to the crew. Yeah, I think we're still scratching our heads. But what he's got is better than nothing, I guess. He needs to hold out for as long as possible. So we want to go over this way. There's more of the sea creatures that inhabit this area. Especially those that are hiding underneath the water. Or in this case, the land. So, did I not press the button? There we go. Oh, look out, look out! I got hit. And let's try that again, shall we? Still don't have my full thrust yet. Or my life surge, rather. Come on, hit something. Crap. Lost my beloved dragon, now I gotta reapply it. And jump in, jump back. Splat on them. Yeah, we're starting to get into a rhythm now. Next up, this little guy. Let's take him out. And down he goes. I'm gonna go over here. And we'll get onto the steps of the palace and fight against the Amikiri. Here we go. Well, just get ready to move when needed there, healer. Let's get ready to move when needed. Because yeah, as we saw back at the Siren Song Sea, chaining of AoE by the bosses is now a thing. Oh, I'm being targeted. I think I need to run away. Ah, crap, you got me stuck. Yeah, I can't move anywhere until we get the leg disabled. That means he gets flipped over for time. So yeah, we got to take advantage of this. So yeah, whenever he goes up and rears onto his hind legs, that's when you really got to go after him. In fact, once I think we got to deal with the Kamakiri here. Yep, here we go. Got to go after them. They're both being targeted. And we just dropped water on there. We just dropped puddles. Alright, let's limit break this thing. There we go. And let's take it to him. And then Kamakiri emerges again. Now we got to deal with this yet again. Don't pull him too far away. Oh. Legs in play, legs in play. Got him. Yeah. A little love from me to you. For 9,000 crit hits. Yeah, if only every crit hit was a crit hit so that we could get over 9,000! And now the Kamakiri return for another round. And let's build up to eliminate them. That's taken care of. Keep pounding away on this thing, guys. We're doing great. Our healer is targeted now once again. Get that leg and break it. Broken. Get the Kamakiri. And since it's so conveniently close by... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, since it's so conveniently close by, we can Dragonfire dive on both of them, but we killed the Kamakiri off a bit too quick, so we couldn't get the double whammy. Yeah, another Kamakiri shows up, but Kamakiri is dead. So that's 180,000 points and experience to us for the kill. And on we move. Into the palace now. So this will mean confronting the guards, who are immediately beelining to the healer. Yeah, the guards are not even wasting their time looking at the tank, they're going directly to the healer. And let's take it to him. Level extra boost. And take that. And land on your head to kill you. Yeah, it wasn't a spine shatter dive in this case, it was a skull shatter dive to kill you out. Right, still gotta wait for Gears toggle. And almost got it. There we go. Next up. Let's drive them out of here. Even though they're the ones trying to drive us out because we're kind of invading their domain. But these guys have been kind of corrupted, so we need to kill them in order to save them. Oh, careful, you know, they're a tank. Careful. Oop. Out of the way. Oh, wow. Yeah, a whole bunch of palace guards have come to join in. And the tank, who's already got issues with their gear to begin with, is not a happy camper, I would suspect. Can I get off in time? I can't. No, I didn't. Alright, well, let's start doom spiking them. There's so many. And let's just start doom spiking the crap out of these guys. I have Invigorate with me, so I do have it at my disposal. Yeah, just keep burning away. I'm getting more than 1,000 points hit for each of them. Yeah, we'll keep going until these two are dead. There we go. Yeah, they had to be set up in such a way that I could hit all of them together. I heard that ping. That tells me that the level 56 Bard ability is working. And that Scott is making good use of it. And gotcha. You're down. Right, moving on to say hello to some AoE. Yeah, we got some burning arrows being shot at us. So we're gonna have to make sure we can avoid those. Yeah, we're chasing after some archers who are not happy to see us. Yeah, we got the Captain of the Guard now to deal with. Captain of the Guard! Get me a victim right away, or you be the victim! I love... That is probably my favorite line ever from a Warner Brothers cartoon. The one where Bugs is in ancient Rome, and he has to deal with Yosemite Sam's portraying the Captain of the Guard for Emperor Nero. Because the Emperor needs someone to be killed off by the lions in the Colosseum. And so he assigns Yosemite Sam to do it. Okay, get me a victim! Get me a victim! Come on! But sire, we're all out of victims. Out of victims? Captain of the Gods! Get me a victim right away, or you be the victim! Like, I don't know why I find that so funny. Is it because of the fact that the Emperor Nero in that sketch, that in that cartoon has such a funny voice? Is that why I enjoy it so much? Probably is. Yeah, it's probably why I enjoy that line so much, is because the Emperor has such a funny voice. But yeah, we found the Ruby Princess they were telling us about. But yeah, they're not the final boss here, they're the second boss. And painfully, we have no choice but to beat the crap out of her. Yeah, as much as it pains me to do so, we have no choice. In fact, I should probably be using my limit break right now. I'm afraid I will not be answering to that. Oh, wait a minute, you have to open the chest? Okay, I guess you do. I went here through with Messiah, and I never knew that's how you did it. So yeah, you have to open the chest every time. Or else everyone gets their butts kicked. Now I'm being targeted. And now we gotta run for our dear lives. Oh crap, we've been taken together. Oh shit. Where is my... Damn it! We ran together and killed ourselves. We shadowed each other and killed ourselves. Damn it! We let them both come after us, we got weakened, we got slowed down, and we were killed together. I was like, where's my second wind? Because I was trying to save myself with second wind. And now I'm being chased, I'm being chased, I'm being chased, I'm being chased, I'm being chased. I've got to run. But yeah, as you can tell, this was a tough fight. And yeah, that really sucks. We ran together and we took each other's lives. Well, at least we're not seduced this round. Which is good. Yeah, I was clicking on my left and right. I was like, where's my second wind? Why can't I use it? Or can you not use second wind while you have the old effect on you? Because that's the only thing I can surmise, is that when you have the old effect on you that the princess does here, it renders you unable to use your abilities. As in, all your abilities. Oh no 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 no. Well, thankfully I dodged it. Yeah, I bring you my full fury now. The gloves are off. Yeah, the gloves are off now. Take this. Yeah, a little love from me to you guys. Alright, got nearly 7,000 on the crit hit. Oh crap. Get over, get over, get over. Now we gotta wait. Tank, what are you doing? Oh, you're going in for the kill. It's like, why are you taking the risk? Especially with your health the way it is. Now we gotta jump in the water. Yeah, given your gear the way it is, why would you go in there when you have the old effect on you? But yeah, I'm ready to go again when you guys are. Then we have to deal with things like uncues, as well as the blowfish that are nearby, but we don't want to stand near them because they'll produce their AoE at any moment, and they'll try and smarter themselves to defeat you. Thankfully, I'm standing in such a way that I cannot be affected. Yep, knockout. Yeah, as you can see, these unQ are formidable. All the while we have to continue to watch our surroundings for the blowfish that could really make our life a nightmare. As they try and give of themselves to beat the crap out of us. And there we go. And just in time. So now we gotta run away from these guys and get our way to some Tatsunoko. Let's take it to them now. Let's take this. Yeah, now we have also a Kraken in play. So yeah, these things are just bringing the full fury against us. Yeah, since he's hitting the Kraken, we might as well get him first. Ah, damn it, I don't have the what I need yet. I still don't have Gears Kogel out of cooldown. Okay, here we go. Whoop, look out! Here we are. Deal with that problem. Oh, nearly 9,000 on a crit hit. Right. Next section. A treasure chest here on the right. Ooh, this goes to me. So yeah, yay me for that, but I wait for that blowfish to do his thing. Yeah, and Skylar's lucky because she's also getting a lot of aiming gear. So yeah, so far as equipment is concerned, this dungeon is working out well for us. Too bad not going that way for the tank, but I'm certain that given his damaged equipment, would really benefit from getting some gear out of this that's suited for him. Yeah, Skylar and I have just been really lucky. Well, speaking of gear for the tank, I think he may have just got some. I would read what you were saying there, Lynette, but I'm kind of preoccupied right now beating crap up without trying to get blown up by the blowfish. But yeah, they're still coming in droves. They're still coming in droves, and we still gotta run away and avoid them. Not quite. Yeah, he needed accessories, though. Oh, crap! Damn you! Stop exploding where I am! Well, in the meantime, the boss is arriving. And hopefully I've not been killed off in the cutscene by the blowfish. So this is the thing that's been corrupting this palace, and we gotta stop it. Thankfully I was not damaged in battle. Okay, let's go confront the final boss, the Shisui Yohi. Alright, time to take out this ugly squid here. Oh, we already have there, milady. And we're gonna make an example of you for taking your presence here. Little love from me to you. But yeah, she said mists. So we got things to worry about, like these little churns, which must be destroyed. Because as long as they're around, we're going to bleed. And then we gotta get clear and hope that we don't get splashed in the face. Like that. And unfortunately the healer got on the wrong side of that one. Oh, Matt's there, gotta run. It's fun, but we gotta run. All good, continue. Yeah, now we gotta deal with these things. And as you can see, we're being targeted by them, and we have to deal with their enrage timers. While we're getting seduced. Someone save me! Yeah, take your eyes off the prize and you'll pay for it. Yeah, you gotta face these things in just such a way that you don't end up getting into trouble. Ooh, 4,000 off of Gears Kogel, that's really good damage. Alright, time to go after Ugly Bubbles again. Thankfully I can get the drop on these things. I got it. I don't got it. But separate quickly. Whoa, I ran into that one. Yeah, I kind of ran into that one. And Yushui is halfway through her health right now. Kind of sad that both of the final bosses we've seen in dungeons to this point have been female. I do have the double limit break now, but I'm not going to use it just yet. I'm going to hold off for a little while. Oh, what? The healer got nailed anyway? Alright, well, we still got to beat the enraged timers. Make this. You're gone. As are the abs. And just in time for her to escape again. Keep getting after it. Yeah. Don't hide from me what I need to see. It's very important that I get this stuff killed off. That's coming after the girls. Where are you coming from? Or are we just lagging? And it's like, are we just lagging? Is that why she's taking so long to show up? In fact, I think I'll go ahead and attempt a double limit break now. Wow, took off more than our health. Half our health, but we gotta run. And back in it. Down to 5%. Almost home. And there we go. Yeah. This corruptible fiend is defeated. And the temple has been saved. Ah, and meanwhile, rushing on to the final boss's platform. Yeah, so, yeah, thankfully for the tank, his gear held out. He endured the ordeal. He survived it, and we're able to make it to the end. And also, what? A trick chest at the end? What? Oh, you cheap bastards. But yeah, as you can see, we're not alone. Our friend has come to say hello. Maybe we can get an explanation once we get out of here. Okay, gotcha there, Lynette. But yeah, we don't need to be in battle gear anymore for this. We can just go ahead and speak with Kurenai.
I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Kryn. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is uninjured, she is currently unconscious. Shirosai has carried her to Sri no Sato, where she might lie rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village.
Good idea. Let's go ahead and take the warp back to Tamamizu so that we can get back to Suino Sato as quickly as we can. You like the glamours out of this place? Well, since I haven't had a chance to look at it myself, and since I did get some gear for Dragoon while I was in there, and since it's the same item level as what I'm currently at, I will need to take a look at it off camera to see what I accumulated, to see if I can get something better in terms of trade-off. Because at this point right now, the gear that I'll be getting, even though it's the same item level, will be trading off for other things. Plus, on top of that, the gear doesn't have materia slots. So I'll need to take that into consideration as well. Because, yeah, dungeon gear right now does not have materia slots. So that needs to be taken into account as we're trying to figure out the best course of action with the gear we've accumulated. So let's get over to Kurenai, who... Okay, Kurenai's still over here. Let's go ahead and speak with her.
Please allow me once again to thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the Paris gods are all but slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the Paris. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Suri no Sato will be back exactly to the way it was before. I suppose, however, we must be simply grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean.
Well, she'll get to explain herself after we get 95,000 experience points and Aether Currents, plus I'll take a Ring of Slaying. But yeah, she won't be explaining herself right away because we're going to go ahead after completing this dungeon and we're going to call it for now. So we're going to take a break for a couple of hours. About 3 o'clock Eastern Time, we will be back for the continuation of streaming here. And yeah, as we can see, there's more for this story with Kurenai to unfold, as well as the Ruby Princess, Shiosai, and everyone here at Suino Sato. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys back here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue on here with Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. And we'll look forward to seeing all of you then. So, until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.